Hello beautiful people of the internet, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am getting my plaza tour out the way, especially because with the new update I'm trying to speedrun basically my whole entire valley. I recently finished up most of my achievements, so I fed all the squirrels, I gathered all the oregano, and I took to building up this area first. I've done some in the past, but then I destroyed them because of the achievements. But now that I'm almost done with everything, I'm ready to really rehaul this entire valley and make sure it looks good. So without further ado, let's get into it. I think I want to start with just this main area because this is what I did first. So this walk up to the well, honestly, it's a little bit overwhelming. There's like a lot going on. I wanted the archway to kind of symbolize the meadow more so than the plaza. And then the stuff behind it is more so the like city core stuff. Like I said, it's a little bit busy, but I wanted it to feel busy because cities are busy. So basically just these turning red statues, and then I think these are also turning red like lanterns. We have some benches, some street lamps if you can see them, and then flower beds, as well as like this crate and flower pots that fell over next to the flower beds. I just think it looks like someone who is putting in the flowers into the flower beds kind of just didn't finish the job. And then of course we have a Scrooge sign and this big ass gazebo in the front. I just think this whole entryway, it's probably going to be one of the busiest areas of my valley, but I don't know, I like it. I feel like it just represents like kind of the chaos of a city with also like that attempt to make it look really nice. And then of course we have a bunch of benches all around and a bunch of lampposts. I think I'll head to Scrooge's store first since we have the sign. So once again, we have a lot of hedges, a lot of benches, and a lot of street lights. We also have this, I don't actually know what this is called, but it's something from Cinderella. I think it came with Fairy Godmother. It's just like an arch light, I guess. I don't know, but I thought it was cool to put those on both sides. And we also have a sign right here that says this way is Sunlit Plateau, so I really like that because I feel like there's a lot of direction here. Scrooge's shop is really like just a shopping plaza. And if you guys watched my Scrooge speed build, you'll know that none of this was in it originally. Honestly, it felt so empty. I felt like I'd do more, so this is actually probably even busier than the main area, even though I said the main area is probably going to be the busiest area. I think the only thing that makes me feel less, I guess, stressed about this area is that I don't really come over here. I mostly just stay on this side since the only thing I really do is come to the store and then maybe I'll come over here. But the entrance to Scrooge's store also has another bench. He has some stone benches because he's a little bit fancier, as I'm sure we know. And then he has some recycle bins. I have a few random stalls around the area. Like obviously they're not functional, but I have this one, and this is like a refreshment area. This is a crafting table, obviously. I like to think this is one of those like free libraries, if you've ever seen those. Basically you drop a book off and you take a book. So yeah, I thought that was cute. And then we have a hot chocolate area, and this, I don't know, this is like a treasure finder area to me. There's just like a lot of different merchants here in my head, and they all sell stuff. And of course we have Kristoff's stall over here, which I didn't mention first because he's the only functional one. And then we also have our big table of gems, and this is connected to the Scrooge store. I feel like this is just stuff that he hypothetically sells. Moving over, we have the dormitory. So this is Mike and Sully's apartment, but I thought it was a little bit more fun to make it like a dorm area. So this is like student housing. And back here we have like the frat outside area. This is where they play beer pong. You can tell they have a bunch of drinks laid out, and there's a beanbag chair over here. I just feel like this is what a messy outside college area usually looks like. We have a hammock over here for all the college kids who just want to sleep. And then there's a motorcycle out front as well. This side doesn't really have anything. This is just another yard that's really messy. And then we have a seating area over here. Now I did a full speed build on this as well, and that one is actually accurate. I think the only thing is I took out the balloons that were right here because I just thought they looked weird. So I'm a big fan of this one. I really like it. Over here we have a more natural area because I really don't like putting the pathing all the way up to like the switch area for the other biome. So I usually just like putting pebbles up to them, so this is what I did. And I feel like these are just really nice transitions into the meadow in the sunlit plateau, because otherwise, I don't know, I feel like it would be way too harsh. So I'm gonna come back in through this main area to get to Rumi's restaurant. So I used to have Rumi's restaurant right here. I think the speed build is still up, but I'm not sure. I changed his area drastically because when I used to have the restaurant right here, I remembered I just liked it so much more. For some reason, like coming from this main area makes it so much better when walking up to it rather than having it to the side over here. So you guys all know what the interior looks like, but the exterior, I have this really like romantic date area. So if anyone wants to go on a really nice date, I have all of like the Beauty and the Beast tables, and we have a piano and a harp, so they get live music out here. Over here we have more outside seating, but it's a little less romantic. It's a little more informal, I guess, and we have a little waiter tray right here. And then once you kind of pass this area up, we get once again a little bit more natural. So over here is Remy's house. So of course he's right next to his restaurant, except his house is a little bit messier in the best way possible. We do have a little seating area, which I like. Once my meadow is actually decorated, I think this is gonna look really cute, but obviously right now it's not that great of a view. But yeah, he's so busy tending to his restaurant, he doesn't really upkeep his yard. However, he does have a little picnic table right here, which I think is super cute. He also has a water tower in his yard. I feel like technically his own land stops like right here. The water tower is more so owned by the city. It just happens to be kind of in his yard. So if you go out here, we have a little orchid area. We have also a vegetable stand. I think that Remy honestly keeps some fresh ingredients that he sells out here, and most of his ingredients he gets from the apple tree. Actually, I just realized that this place isn't fully finished because I'm supposed to have a garden in here, and this is supposed to be ratatouille ingredients, but I don't feel like doing that right now, so we're just gonna use our imagination. But yeah, this side's really similar to the other one where we just have a pebble pathway, and from here we can go into the forest or the other side of the meadow. It's really simple, and it's not like super city core, but I still feel like it is. It's just like it stops once you get past the pebble pathways, if that makes sense. And I could do that really like fancy touch of magic road trick, but I refused to use touch of magic if Dream Snaps faults us for it every single time. So if Dream Snaps eventually allows us to use touch of magic, I will most likely change some of this, but until then I think I'm really satisfied with where I'm at. It took me honestly a while to feel completely confident with this area because at first I thought I was gonna tear it down again. I think it was right after the Mike and Sully build I had a very intense existential crisis where I wanted to tear it all down, but I didn't. I resisted, and now I'm actually pretty happy with it. So I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll have all of those speed builds that I've done for the plaza linked in the description below. There should only be like 2 or 3 maybe, because I didn't do one on any of the side areas or Remy's house. And next time I have a speed build or a tour, it's gonna be the meadow. So if you're looking forward to that, be sure to give this video a like and a comment, and if you're feeling generous, you can even subscribe. I do hope to see you guys in the next video, but if not, bye bye.